going here today. If this is your first time, welcome new campers. Welcome back everybody who was joining us yesterday. Very exciting day planned for you guys today. We've got today's kind of theme for Mootilda's virtual camp is farm fun. And the agenda for today we've got is we're going to make red, white, and blue Greek yogurt bark. We've got farm animal yoga, and we've got a couple special helpers going on there. And we're going to do a cow pencil holder activity. But first, I want to introduce myself. My name is Bilal. I work with a program called Community Kicks that partners with Milk Means More, and we provide basic soccer instruction, nutrition instruction, and life skill instruction to people around the state. And because of that, Milk Means More and the Michigan Dairy Farmers invited me to be a part of this live interactive camp. And we had so much fun yesterday, day one. I think I'm excited for day two. A little extra bonus that you guys should all be aware of is that throughout this whole 30 minutes today, we're going to be asking trivia questions in the comment section. So make sure you're paying attention there. You could win prizes. We're going to announce those winners in a couple days. So let's get started. I think first up, we've got my friend Sarah, who's got a special recipe, and she's going to teach us a little bit about how to make this awesome little snack.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Bilal. I'm Sarah. I work at Milk Means More, and I have the really fun job of coming up with new recipes that use dairy. It's an awesome job. If you were here yesterday, if you joined us for the virtual summer camp on day one, you saw our friends Anna and Reese make easy peasy yogurt smoothies. Today, I'm going to make another yogurt recipe called red, white, and blue Greek yogurt bark. And I love this recipe because it's really easy. It tastes great. Plus, it's nutritious because it does have yogurt in it. So let's get started. I have 3 cups of non-fat Greek yogurt here. You can really use any type of yogurt that you like. So if you like vanilla yogurt, you can use that. If you like strawberry or cherry or whatever, anything will work. But we're going to start with plain Greek yogurt because it's the white of our red, white, and blue. So to sweeten it up a little bit and add a little flavor though, I'm going to use 1/3 of a cup of honey and mix that in, just pour it right in there. And if you're not a honey fan, don't worry because it doesn't taste that strongly of honey. So I know my kids, I've got a 10-year-old, 2 5-year-olds, they're not huge honey fans, but it really just adds a little bit of sweetness and flavor. I also just added a teaspoon of vanilla, that adds some flavor too. And then you just stir it up until it's well blended. Now, if you are a honey fan, one of the things that you can do is top this bark with drizzles of honey as well. The cool thing I really love about this recipe is that you can totally make it your own. You can kind of have your own signature bark recipe because you can top it with whatever toppings you like. And I'll talk about that in a little bit.
Sarah,
So
what bone building nutrient is actually in yogurt?
Well, there's quite a few, but the one that helps build our bones is calcium. Yogurt is a great source of calcium, and it's really important for kids to have calcium because when you're a kid, your bones are growing every day, and that's a peak time that your bones are growing. Once you become an adult, your bones don't build on as much as they do as when you're a kid. So it's just really important as a kid. So you need actually 2 to 3 servings of dairy a day to get enough calcium. So this is a great source for getting that calcium. Okay, put that up there. Now the trick to bark is that you want to spread it out, but you don't want to spread it too thin because what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the freezer, let it get frozen, and then break it into pieces. And if it's too thin, it'll kind of shatter. But you also don't want it too thick because then it'll be hard to break. So about 1/4 of an inch. And this is kind of a fun part. It's kind of like if you like to frost cakes, this is kind of similar where you just kind of smooth it out to about 1/4 of an inch.
I think that's a great way to get kids involved is just compare it to frosting cakes and maybe everybody will like it.
Exactly. Everybody loves that, right? So today, like I said, we're making the red, white, and blue. The white is our yogurt. The red and the blue are blueberries. I have strawberries and raspberries. Now, as I was saying, the cool thing about this bark is that you can totally use whatever you want for toppings. So we've got a couple of recipes on our website that use strawberries and chocolate. So it's got a little chocolate sauce drizzle on it. That's really good. We've got one that uses granola cereal and dried fruit. You can use whatever cereal you like, your favorite cereal, your favorite fruit. So things like peaches and mangoes are really good as well. Um, if it's around holiday time, you can make a peppermint yogurt bark by using crushed peppermint candies and chocolate. But today, like I said, I'm using the strawberries that I just sliced into little rounds. And you kind of
And,
want to push them in.
and everybody can find this recipe and more recipes on milkmeansmore.org. And you can actually find the agenda for the camp there today and follow along as well and /camp. That's milkmeansmore.org. I know I'm going to get the recipes online. I got to make this. I'd never even heard of it.
I know, it's a very fun recipe. The other neat thing you can do with yogurt that's kind of a cool trick is to take yogurt and make little dots. So just little circles with the yogurt and freeze those. And that's really fun in the summertime when it's hot outside and you just let it freeze for a few hours and then just pop them in your mouth. So lots of fun things to do with yogurt.
That sounds delicious.
Okay, like I said, you kind of want to push these in a little bit because when they freeze, if they're not pushed in, they'll kind of fall off. So just scatter. You can make whatever pattern you want. You can make silly faces. You can just do a normal scattered pattern here. I used about half a cup of each type of fruit. I didn't use all my strawberries, but about half a cup should do it. So now that we've got that in, I'm going to put it in my freezer. You need to freeze it for at least 3 hours, but it's good really up to 24 hours or even a little bit longer. But 3 hours to get it firm.
And if anyone has any questions for Sarah while we're waiting, make sure to just drop those questions in the comments below and I can pass those on to her. I'm paying attention to those questions down below. So let us know if you have any questions for Sarah.
All right, so I kind of did a little trick. We don't have 3 hours to wait for the summer camp. So I made this recipe last night. And I have it here in my fridge, just getting ready. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the freezer. I didn't mention, but an important thing is to put a piece of parchment paper or aluminum foil on your pan, and that'll make it easy to just lift off, and you can kind of separate it from the parchment paper. And then the thing that makes it bark is that you just kind of break it into pieces. So I've got just different pieces here. You can make them as big or as little as you want.
This is when
they break.
The toughest. You know, I've got no samples over here to try, Sarah, and I'm just looking at how that works.
I know. I'm sorry. I should have made sure you had some beforehand so you could be our taste tester here.
One of our followers asked a question, could you make this in cupcake tins? I thought that was an interesting idea. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's a great idea. You totally can. I wouldn't get it too thick because it might be kind of hard to bite through, but a thin little layer, put some toppings, some fruit, other toppings on it. I think that's a great idea. Very creative.
Yeah, great idea. One of our campers, Jamie, commented that she's adding raspberries and mango, and I love the idea of adding some. So I'm definitely gonna have to try this when I go home.
Yeah, that sounds like a great combination. So that's really it, guys. It's super easy. You can make whatever variation you want. It's great on a hot summer day, but really any time of year as well. And that's our red, white, and blue Greek yogurt bark. Thanks for joining us. I hope you make it at home.
That was so, I mean, like I said, that was such an awesome little activity because I think it's so fun and easy to make. It obviously looks delicious. I'm just a little upset that nobody sent me any ahead of time, which we can discuss later. But just a reminder, if you're following us along at home, make sure to comment in the comment section, ask questions, pay attention for some trivia that we're throwing out there. We got some prizes that we're giving away. So, you know, interact with us. Let us know. I've actually got a couple shout outs from people who are tuning in from all over the state. We've got Jamie joining us from Blissfield. Shout out Royals, Blissfield Royals. Love that. And Sherry from Mayville also tuning in. Again, I'm Bilal. I'm in Ann Arbor. Would love to hear where you're tuning in from. So make sure to comment as we progress along. We've got another activity planned right now. Mootilda, you around? You ready for some yoga or what? Oh, that does not look like you're ready for yoga. There we go. All right, next up we've got Sandy and a special helper, Lily, bringing us some Animal Farm yoga poses.
Hi friends! I hope you're having fun at Mootilda's virtual summer camp this week. My name is Sandy and this is Lily. Today we're going to do what, Lil? You're going to do some yoga, right? Yoga is awesome because you can do it just about anywhere and you don't need special equipment or special clothes. So Lily is on a yoga mat and I'm on a towel, but you can always just do it on the grass or just on the floor inside your house. You ready to get started? On our yoga adventure today, we're gonna visit a what? A farm. We're gonna start as a farmhouse. So we're gonna put our legs out really wide. Come here, Lily. You gotta help. And make the roof of the farmhouse, right? Good job. All right. Now the farmer is gonna go out to the barn. So to do that, she needs to put on her boots. So we're gonna put our feet together and we're gonna lift up one foot. We're gonna pull on our boot. And we're gonna lift up our other foot and we're gonna pull on our boot. Good job. So we have our boots on. We're gonna take a walk out to the barn, right? We're gonna take 6 big steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we made it to the barn. And the first animal that we see is our friend Mootilda, the cow, and her friend, the what? A cat. A cat. Very good. All right, so we're going to get down on all fours. And we're going to show us how to do our cow, Lil. You go moo, dip your belly and raise up your head. And then to do the cat, you arch your back and put your head down. You say meow, moo, meow, moo, meow. All right, next. We see our friend the dog in the corner of the barn, and he is just waking up from a nap. And he's gonna do a big stretch, right? So we're gonna push up into a big V, right? And then we're gonna lift one leg up in the air and do a big stretch. And then our other leg, we're gonna do another big stretch. Oh, and while he's in this position, his nose looks down at the floor and he sees an egg hatching. All right, let's be an egg. Oh. All right, so we're gonna grab our knees and hug them tight, and we're gonna start wiggling. Wiggle, 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 like an egg coming out of its shell, right? And the chick comes out, and he pops out of his shell. We're gonna get up on our knees, and we're gonna pretend to be a chick. Can you put your arms out in front of you and go chip, 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 chip. How exciting is that there's a new chick at the farm? Do you love that? Oh, Lily, we've had a lot of fun in the barn. But you know what? I'm kind of hungry and thirsty. Should we go back and have a snack? All right, let's go back to the farmhouse. Let's take some more big steps, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, whoa, 5, 6. We should have a big glass of milk and some cookies, don't you think?
Dad is even softer, so I'm gonna go on there.
Okay, that's fine. You can go on the grass. All right, Lily, let's be a glass of milk. Are you all done, baby? All right, I'm gonna have a glass of milk with my arms stretched up nice and high. I'm gonna pour in the milk. Did you know that milk helps us grow strong bones and strong muscles? We're gonna drink our milk. And now my tummy's full. I'm gonna rub my tummy and pat my head. It has been a really good day on the farm. Hi, Lil. You coming back?
Yeah.
It's time for us to take a little nap because it's been a big day. Hi, honey. I love you. All right, let's lay down on your yoga mat. I'm going to lay down on my yoga mat, and I'm going to take 3 big, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. Very relaxing. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining us today. We had a lot of fun, and I hope you had fun visiting the farm too.
Wow, Mootilda, your yoga poses may need a little bit of work. I think you may need to spend a little extra time learning how to do those lunges there because Lily was a pro. She may have ducked out early on the camera, but man, she knew what she was doing. And my favorite pose, of course, Savasana, where you just lay there and breathe. Fantastic little pose there. So thanks so much, Sandy and Lily, for that. That was awesome. Okay, so we are going to keep moving along. Make sure if you're looking for the agenda or any of the recipes or any of the information we've been sharing, you can get that at milkmeansmore.org/camp. And we've got trivia questions going on in the comments down below. So make sure you're paying attention there and answering or trying to answer the questions, see if you could win some prizes. And make sure, just talking about yoga and staying active. I'm a big fan of soccer, as you can see on my shirt. You want to aim to get about 60 minutes of activity a day. And that's super important, along with your 3 servings of dairy, just to stay healthy, stay active, and to be fit. So that's step 1 that you want to take. All right, moving right along, I'm going to bring on my good friend Mootilda. Is so ready for this next activity, I can tell. Are you ready to make a fun craft, Mootilda? I can see by those dance moves you're definitely ready. Let's bring on my friend Sharon, who's going to teach us how to make a cow pencil holder.
Hi, Mootilda and I are here together to make a cow pencil holder. We're going to use items found around your house. We're using construction paper, some yarn, glue, tape, and some containers that you might find around your house. A chip container would work, something that's like a cylinder. So I've already pre-cut some paper. We're going to take this white construction paper and wrap it around the container. This is what Mootilda's head is going to go on. And then we have these toilet paper rolls that are going to be her legs, and we can tape these like that. It's part of her body, like that. Get another one. Okay, so there we have the beginnings. We're gonna set that aside. Oh, no, we forgot her hooves. There's black construction paper that I cut that you can tape around the bottom of her feet to make it more authentic. Mootilda's feet. Okay, next, we're gonna set that aside. We are going to glue, I've already pre-cut pieces for her face, like that. So, first thing I wanna do is put some glue on her little eyeballs and set those in there. And then the front of her, whoops, there we go. The front of her face, this little pink construction paper, put right just over the top so you can see her eyes kind of sticking out. That there. And then I also have cut some little eyebrows for her. I don't know if you have, yeah? Spots? I don't know, but we are making eyebrows for you. And stick that down there. And I also have cut her ears, which are important. So we're going to put those on there. Just keep gluing. It doesn't want to come out very fast, but we're patient. Okay. So we kind of put the ears. And Mootilda has a little bit of hair. And I've cut just some pieces of yarn, can be any color. And once I'm going to glue her little nose right in here. There's her nose holes. Yeah. Okay. Do that. I'm going to take a marker, Sharpie, or any marker, and draw her happy face like that. always. And make sure that's all stuck down. And then I'm just gonna flip her over, put her on another piece of paper, flip her over and just do just a line of glue on the back top of her head to put her little shaggy hair like she has up here. Right. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. And we're gonna go back to her body. So I have cut a piece of cardboard, repurposing my cat food box, and a piece of green construction paper. And that's gonna be the base that this all sits on, so nothing's gonna tip over, a little bit more secure. And we'll stick that on there. So now I have cut, and again, you can also draw some spots on, but I have cut a few just cow spots to randomly put on her body, and we can just do that like that. I kind of slide it around so the glue gets distributed, and you can just put those all over the container. Okay. Then I'm gonna kind of slide those around. I'm gonna put that down, and I am going to put a good amount of glue on these, so she will have her legs secure. We don't want her legs falling off. Okay, so there's one, and try to do it this way. Here, let that go. Seems to hold pretty good. Okay. Put those on there. Once those are dry, we can draw more spots on her. So set that down like that, kind of press it down, stand it, there we go. Okay, now we take her face and get, let's see, there's her face. So the last part, I want to put glue where we're going to put her head, and she's got a little tilt, makes it look cute. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Very cute. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do some spots. Color those in. Make sure that's staying. You could do this probably before you glue it. That would probably be better. Color those in while you're waiting for everything else to glue. And I'm gonna do some more. Or how about we just glue some more spots on that front part, on her legs. That. And this is almost done. Do that. You can keep going with the spots as crazy as you want. And there we go. Thanks, Mootilda. Bye.
That was a fun little activity. I know if I did my cow pencil holder, it would not turn out that nice. So, but yeah, a couple people asking some questions, and don't forget, you still got a few minutes to ask questions. So feel free to comment below. One cool question: Can my granddaughter use different colors for her pencil holder? Absolutely. I know I'm going to try and do some of these activities with my nieces when I get home. And they're going to want to change up all the colors for sure. So shout out Amira and Aisha if you're watching at home. I'll be home soon to help make some of these awesome treats with you. I think we're going to actually do smoothies today, which was from yesterday, day 1 of camp. So if you missed day 1, or if you just want to go back and get those recipes or resources, you can visit milkmeansmore.org/camp. And another question was, if I'm trying to stay active and get 60 minutes of activity, is there anywhere I can learn basic soccer instruction? I think that was a plug for Community Kicks. So communitykicks.org, that's the organization I'm involved with. It's awesome. You've got pro soccer players, Olympians from all over the world teaching you basic instruction on soccer. So definitely check that out. That's communitykicks.org. And maybe my favorite question so far, who would win in a race, Bilal or Mootilda? I don't know who asked that. Well, I think I have some ideas, but I think the answer is obvious. Oh, Mootilda is not Whoa. Okay, you stick to yoga, Mootilda. You stick to yoga. I think I'm going to take you in a foot race there. All right, Mootilda, not much to say there. So, all right, so we've got some contests going on. So those winners are going to be announced on July 31st at 4 p.m. Make sure you visit milkmeansmore.org to find recipes, nutrition, education, and all the info about Michigan dairy farmers and more. And, we've got actually a farm tour tomorrow coming up, and I'm so excited. The farm tours are just a super special way, and I love that we saved that for day 3. It's going to be an awesome way to end Mootilda's virtual summer camp. So let's go ahead and take a look at a little teaser of what tomorrow's virtual farm tour is going to be like.
I'm not sure about you guys, but I can't believe it that tomorrow is your farm tour. So have fun today. I know that I'm really going to enjoy making your project with my daughters. And don't miss out on the farm tour tomorrow, right here with me.
Awesome. I am so excited for the farm tour. Before we wrap things up, Sarah, are you still there? I got a couple questions coming and wanted to know,
Sure.
Is it okay for kids to drink chocolate milk?
Oh, absolutely. Chocolate milk is a great choice for kids. So it has all the nutrients of white milk, 9 essential nutrients, including calcium and vitamin D. And there are 2 types of sugar in chocolate milk. There's naturally occurring sugar, which just is found in all milk, white milk, chocolate milk. It just is there naturally. And then there's some added sugar in chocolate milk. But sometimes that added sugar helps kids get the nutrition that they need. So if your kids aren't big white milk drinkers, it's important that they still get the calcium they need. So try flavored milk like chocolate milk or strawberry milk. Even pediatricians recommend that approach just to make sure kids get the milk that they need. So it's absolutely fine.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for answering that. I know we use it with our pro athletes as a recovery drink because it's nature's, energy drink. So it's good to know that it's a great resource for kids as well. So everybody who's going to be joining us for day 3 tomorrow, that's back at 10 o'clock tomorrow, please join us. It's going to be a special day at the virtual farm tour. Make sure you go online to milkmeansmore.org ahead of time, and you can download a little scavenger hunt game. So there's a worksheet, and we're going to have a little game. It's going to make it even more fun. Not that you're going to need that, but it's going to be super exciting day tomorrow, back at 10 o'clock here for the last day of Mootilda's virtual summer camp. I'm Bilal. Thanks for joining us today, and we will see you tomorrow.